Yo, what's going on, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. And recently we talked about what to prioritize with your resin, and that's really if you're trying, like you have a character in mind and you know how you want to build them. I kind of showed you what order to do things in with a character to get them stronger in the correct order, and that'll be your best way to actually build them up. Now, what if you don't have a character in mind and you kind of have your characters in a good spot already, but you want to still use your resin, you just don't know what to do with it? So I am going to just talk about each day what I am farming, and we'll go from there. So today we are going to be starting with what I am going to farm on days that these freedom talent books are up. Now I have two characters that require freedom talent books. I think I'm gonna build Sucrose. I haven't gotten there quite yet, but I also have Klee as my main character who requires talent books. And if you look at this, the drops on talent books don't change all that much. I think when you get to 45, you have a chance for this purple, it's gold colored, but it's purple item talent book. But the odds for that are pretty low, and as you've been going along, when you got to level 2 you'd get 2 green books and 1 blue book. Now at level 3 you get 2 green books and 2 blue books. So the amount of talent books that you're actually getting is not changing dramatically. So we're gonna go ahead and go into one of these. But yeah, talent books is something that you're gonna need a lot of. Right now my character, my Klee, is stuck at all talents being at level 6, but once I get the item required from the bosses to actually level them up, I'm gonna need a lot of books of freedom to actually make those upgrades. So farming talent books is something that I'm gonna be doing on my road from 40 to 45, just making sure that I got plenty of them, so when I do get those drops of the boss item to actually make those upgrades, I can just immediately upgrade my talents and not have to worry about it. And since talents don't change a whole lot with how much resin, with what level you are, it's good to farm the talents right now because you're gonna get a value that's pretty close to what it will be even once you're level 45, so you're not missing out if you could be getting better artifacts or something like that. Talents are pretty close to the same amount either way. And some of these talent dungeons, they have fun little modifiers. Well, I wouldn't call this one fun. I hate this modifier. The one, as you can see, all the icicles. That's one of the modifiers. The second one is that your stamina gets drained all the time. Okay, Klee's actually gonna die. So before she dies, let's stop that. We'll pull out our Noelle for heals. But yeah, lots of these domains have different modifiers that require you to either build your teams or play specific ways to be effective. And in this one, I just use Klee because she's my best unit and she's good against ice. But other dungeons might require you to think about how you actually fight them. One of the dungeons increases your physical damage, so someone like Klee isn't going to be very effective in that, while other dungeons reward you for doing a certain type of elemental reaction. I think the dungeon that drops the Crimson Witch of Flames set, which is something that I'm interested in, it hurts your characters if you do overloads, and all of the enemies are electro slimes, so taking a fire character in there hurts your characters, but if you superconduct them, it hurts them extra, so taking an ice character is even better. Now I don't have an ice character, so I just use a fire character anyways and just ignore the mechanics, but they definitely make you think, and you can do them faster and more efficiently by taking advantage of these mechanics. Now we're going to get our talent book drop, and we'll see that it's not a whole lot of talent books. Walk over, pick up the green one first. We get 2 of those, and we get 2 of the blue ones. So there's not a whole lot of books that drop, and this is why I would recommend any day that comes up where you have a relevant talent book, and this is of course assuming you don't have the talent maxed, but I don't think that very many people have any of their talents maxed because that's a lot of effort. So any talent or any talent book that comes up that's related to a character that you are building or have built just doesn't have max talents, I would try and stock up on some of those books. You can combine them later with alchemy. So that's what I am farming today. Books of Freedom. We'll get back to it tomorrow to talk about what we're farming then as well. But either way, hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.